When's the last time you pulled the throw it off his backside in the game off?
That was my first time, ever doing that. They asked me after the game, if I had done it before, and I told them nah. But when I went out to inbound the ball, I seen how he was guarding me, but he turned around like a couple seconds before he handed me the ball. But like when I got the ball back, he turned back around, and I just went with the plan I had at first when he was facing the team.
How hard is it not to reach when Shay's driving?
It's tough, and he does a great job of drawing fouls. So I was just trying to stay disciplined majority of the game. I know a couple of times I did get a steal, but majority of the game I just tried to stay solid and keep my hands out so the refs couldn't call a foul.
Back to the inbounds play. I mean, did you know they had no time? You had no timeouts at that point. You knew you had to get it in, so it was more of I need to have a plan to get this ball in.
Yeah, the ref told me. I mean, I knew we didn't have any timeouts, but the ref was explaining it to me, and I knew I had to get it in. And once I seen how he was playing it, that was the only option.
And then on the charge late, what did you see on that play and putting yourself in that position to have the refs have to make that call? At that stage of the game, what did you see on that play?
It was just instincts. Tried to beat him to the spot. And luckily we got the call. I know they told me that, he was about to call something different. And so, that's how the game is. It comes down to those type of plays, and we came out, with the win.
Yeah, and you can look at the stats, but just for you personally, did this feel like one of your better defensive games, just the way you were able to impact the game in so many different ways?
Oh yeah. Just being, super active, getting steals, getting blocks, and kind of, getting back to myself, being super active on the defensive end. I think before there were certain games that I could have done more to help my teammates. And I feel like this game, I've kind of got back into my defensive rhythm.
And you talked about it before, always wanting to take on those best assignments, knowing the way Shea has been playing this year. Was this a game you kind of looked forward to going against him and kind of matching up and seeing how you can hold him?
I always, like every game I try to go into, no matter the matchup, I'm always, trying to get the best of whoever I'm having to guard. So I wouldn't say I circled that game. They told me coming into tonight the amount of points he averaged, but like once the game starts, I'm focused on not trying to let whoever I'm guarding score, and I look up at the end of the game and figure out did I do a good enough job on the primetime guys.
I heard another question about the inbounds play, but what were some of the reactions you got from Willy and some of your teammates after that play?
The coaches, they didn't say much, but my teammates, they was just laughing. And the same, they was asking me like, did I plan on doing it? And I told them like that wasn't the first. I was going out to run the play, but once I seen how they was guarding, it was kind of just a spur of the moment thing.
Talk about how comfortable you are with the last 5 minutes of the game when it's kind of we're switching mainly to guard play, whether you got has 3 or 4 guards right in the game at the end of the game. How you guys have strategized and put that together?
Whoever coach puts out on the floor, to finish games, they know to come out and compete defensively and offensively. And we trust each other offensively and defensively to be in the right spots, to compete and share the ball and make the right plays, and that's what we did. Jesus Christ. Right?
Did anybody in the expensive seats tell you anything? Right there. Did anybody tell you anything?
Everybody was just laughing. I think it was because it was me, and I'm not the type of guy to do anything like that.
Like a Jose thing.
Yeah, that's a Jose thing.
Speaking of guys Coach put on the court, you all closed with Dyson. Coaches made the comparison between you and Dyson in terms of being really mature for your age, understanding defensive concepts at a high level. How did you feel about his performance tonight and the fact that you are able to close with a 19-year-old and put him in moments where he's guarding a player like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander?
Age, to me, age doesn't really it doesn't really matter if you know how to play basketball. And Dyson has the composure. He's played, professionally with the G League team, so I wouldn't say knows the type of atmosphere that it's like to play in, late game NBA games, but it's kind of all the same. Keep guys in front, make it super tough, and we trust him. He's done it, since he's been here, and he's getting his chance, and he's showing what he's capable of.
Trey was asked about switching, right? And late in the game, you guys are switching off Shea, and he said he felt comfortable, but that also put you in a position to roam. Do you feel comfortable roam? I know you compared yourself to Ed Reed, right? Roaming on the backside. So do you feel comfortable in that role, roaming around there?
Yeah, I feel comfortable, just being on the court. It doesn't really matter, where or what I may have to do defensively. I always try to tell guys that they're never alone out there. So, he can be, in an ISO situation, but it's not necessarily an ISO situation, if you get what I'm saying. And I tell Trey that all the time. And I think moving forward, if I can, get that across to everyone, everyone's defensive confidence goes up. And I think we'll become an even better defensive team.
This was you, Trey, and Jose's first time being able to start a game together. Just thinking about where you guys were last year, how do you think you guys have all just kind of grown and to be in a position like this just a year later?
It's amazing to see the hard work pay off. Starting out last year, Trey, he had to go down to the G League and, spend some time. Jose did. And I was, fortunate enough not to have to go down to the G League, but it just is a testament to our work ethic. And the want to do whatever our coaches need us to do. But I told Jose when we were checking in, like it's crazy that, this is happening now. Like you seeing Trey, grow into the player he is, and Jose, coming out, orchestrating the offense. It's just amazing to see the work kind of paying off now.
So you realized that, heading into the game, that it was going to be you three start, that this was your first time
Mm-hmm.
that you guys were doing that?
Yeah, Jose, he told us, that we had to come out and make a statement, and not just offensively, but defensively, and show that we can hold our own.
And Trey choked with us earlier that last year he felt like a lot of time on defense he was like a chicken with his head cut off, just kind of running around, not knowing what was going on. How much have you seen him develop on that and understand and being able to see stuff 1-2 plays ahead?
It's fun to see, guys' defensive confidence grow. And I think not just the physical, him moving around, getting stronger. I think it's mental too. Going out and believing in yourself to be okay on an island with, primetime guys and being confident in yourself, knowing you can get that stop. And I think that's the step Trey has taken, coming into this season. And I think he'll only get better.
Thanks, sir.
For sure.
Thanks, guys. Hard to see the forward signs yesterday.